Well, waking up this morning, I'm reminded of those Foo Fighter lyrics. I've got another confession to make. Well, I do, in that I broke one of my rules. I slept in the same place 2 nights in a row. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. Yes, I'm at the park and ride again. Not the kiss and ride or kiss and fly. That's airports, apparently. But last time I was here, I realized cars are meant to park here day on day, night after night. The same cars park here. That car was there night before. So was the van and a couple of these other cars over here. Not to mention those trucks. So, if you're going to break the rule, at least do it somewhere where you're going to go unnoticed. Nevertheless, on to more important things.
Good morning, are we ready to order?
Yeah, can I get a large coffee with 3 cream and 3 sugar, please?
2 cream and 3 sugar?
Yeah,
Anything else?
that should do it.
Total's gonna be 108 today.
Thank you much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Alrighty then. Word to the wise, never drink McDonald's coffee as soon as you get it. You're gonna burn yourself. So I'm heading into Vaughn's. As you can see, pretty empty. I'm gonna shoot left over into their bathroom here and make use of their fine facilities. Thankfully, no one else is here. Funny thing, whenever I lived in a house or had an apartment, I almost never made my bed. I always figured, what's the point? I'm just gonna come back into this room later and sleep in the bed again. But ever since I've had the van, I pretty much make my bed every day. Today I just wanted to go through some of my morning absolutions and my basic daily routine, as it were. What do I do day to day living in a van? All right, I got my hair did. Gotta clean up a little bit here. And we're gonna use just a little bit of these aloe vera wet wipes. These smell like pineapple. Yummy. Give a little clean up here. Ah, that feels good. Just get a little bit of that surface dirt off of there. Yeah. All right. Oh, how nice. Having yourself a little breakfast at the park. No, not exactly. Just continuing my morning hygiene regimen. Drinking that large coffee's got me all amped up and ready to go, and it's got my brain whirling too. That happens sometimes with caffeine. And it's got me thinking. To the casual observer, the average normal person who lives in a regular home, pays a mortgage or an apartment and pays rent, whatever the case may be, I wonder what they would think if they just saw me popping out of my van, saw a bed in it. Would they think I'm homeless? Would they consider me homeless? Would they say, hey, hun, there's a homeless guy sleeping in the van over there? because I don't consider myself homeless. This is my home. It just happens to be on wheels. And really, it's a studio apartment on wheels. And that got me thinking, well, what is a home really? And I don't know. I don't have the answer to that specifically, but why does a home have to be something that's fixed in one spot to the ground? Does a home have to be a big, giant box with little subdivided boxes inside that we compartmentalize portions of our life into? That's not for me. If that's what a home is, then I don't want a home. But I consider this more of a home than any place I've ever lived. You know, I'm sure the people sleeping out in tents on the streets, there's a ton of them in the Fresno area. To somebody sleeping on the street, this would be a luxury, right? And it just gets me thinking. I think that most of us are just projections. And what? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? I mean, most of us are projections in the sense that we model our lives based upon how we think others are going to perceive us, how we look, how we dress, the car we drive, the home we live in. And all of that stuff's artificial. I remember when I used to live in Los Angeles, it used to crack me up because people there are so fixed on their image. They're fixated on it. And they'll live in a small, crappy apartment in North Hollywood, but they'll be driving like a brand new Mercedes or BMW or what have you. And you would drive past all these cruddy apartments, and on the street or in the parking areas, it would just be lined like a showroom floor of cars, because it's a car culture out here. And especially in Los Angeles, people pay way more attention to you in what you're driving than where you live, because often they don't ever see where you live, but they do see you in your car. And your car is a projection of yourself. Is it not? Is it? What does that even mean? I don't even know. It's craziness. But what I'm saying is, don't try to live up to a perception of something that you have no idea about, because your perception is only a projection. Yeah, I know. Okay, enough of that. So, part of my new daily routine is making videos for you fine folks out there and editing them, filming them. And so I just wanted to show, because I'm always interested how other people are doing their videos, and I'm doing mine pretty simply, but I just wanted to show you my simple setup. Of course, I got the tripod for the look into the camera and talk type of moments, and I'm actually just now using a second camera up here, my old phone. Pretty cool to have a nice little option. And I'm using those little tripods that I got from the 99-cent store. Even on this light I got over here as well, I'm using that. I got another little light here. I usually throw it behind me, but the battery's dead, so we're charging that up on the Jackery there. These lights are really cool, LED. Found them on Amazon somewhere. Rechargeable batteries, and you can adjust the brightness, of course, as well as the color temperature. You want it cooler or warmer. It's up to you. Naturally, I have the telescoping selfie stick and just a mini tripod as well. Mini tripod's good for just throwing up into the hand and running around filming what you may. Also, static shots. And well, the selfie stick so ridiculous. Serves its purpose from time to time. And in the majority of the videos before this one and maybe the one before it, I've had my DJI Mavic Mini. Where's my drone? Well, I did finally get the drone shipped out through UPS, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. I will be waiting eagerly for its return. So, of course, after I finish shooting enough video that my phone's about to explode, it's time for the editing process. And while I wish I could say I used Final Cut Pro or Premiere or any of these fine professional programs, I don't. I use iMovie. Furthermore, I use iMovie on my iPhone. Yeah. I know. Don't judge. Now, once I got all my video elements in place and I got them pretty much edited the way I want them, time for a little bit of voiceover. So, I still do that through my iPhone. I queue up my clip right where I want it, hit the add button, go to voiceover, and it's that simple. Gonna hit record, gives you a nice little countdown. So of course I got a tripod for most of my diary style talking to the camera stuff. Then you can either accept it, review it, or retake it. Let's review it. So of course I got a tripod for most of my diary style talking to the camera stuff. At this point, you either decide whether you want to keep it or redo it. I'm going to redo it. You'll see the final product later. Now that my edit's all in order, I've done all my voiceover work, and I'm happy with that, time to think about music. Couple different options. You can go through the stuff that's already in iMovie, or you can select stuff that's already in your own phone library. Entirely up to you. Also, there's a bunch of cool sound effects built in here too. So I just switched around the mounting on these little 99-cent store jobs, and now I'm able to shoot overhead footage if I ever felt the need, like wanting to show you how I'm video editing today on my phone. Now with the auxiliary phone I'm using, all I got to do is select the clips I want and airdrop them to my other phone. Easy peasy. And there they all are, ready to rock and roll, good to go. Well, I'm out here getting a little fresh air, stretching my legs, not to mention watching this guy fly his super cool little helicopter RC vehicle. And I got a message that a viewer had commented on one of my video posts. Now they're from China, and they have a conversion van that they're just getting started on. And they wanted to tell me that one of my posts had inspired them, and that just blew my mind. So sure for sure, if you're in China watching my video right now, well, anybody for that matter, wherever you are, I want to encourage you to follow your dreams. And if your dream happens to be a home on four wheels like mine, well, I encourage you to stop procrastinating and to hit the road. If you liked today's video, please go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And if you hated it, I commend you for watching it to the end, but still go ahead and cram all those buttons down just to be ironic.